Believe it or not, I actually have something good to say about Game Pass today. Let's get into the video. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, that guy Ken, back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Game Pass, and actually, honestly, something that I really enjoy about Game Pass, right? Now, what is it that I'm talking about? So, I came across this video, or a series of videos, I'll say, where the creator of Pentiment, right, Josh Sawyer, which, you know, if you don't know who he is, he's a developer that works under Obsidian currently, and he was known for some of his work, you know, throughout the years for the AAA industry. He's worked on games like Fallout New Vegas, which is a pretty prestigious game, and some other games that you might not have heard of, like Icewind Dale, Neverwinter, so on and so forth, right? So he's been in the industry for quite some time, and he has, you know, created a name for himself. However, one of his most recent projects was this game called Pentiment. And if you don't know what that is, it's this little narrative, you know, driven game that is going to be released in Game Pass day one. Now, why do I bring up this game in particular? So, I came across this video, and he was talking about how Pentiment is a game that he probably would not have made if it were not for the acquisition, one with Microsoft, right, and Xbox, and the fact that it wouldn't be going into, or that the fact that it is going into Game Pass. So I thought that to be pretty interesting, because he said he was basically saying that now that he had the opportunity to create this game under the acquisition of Microsoft, it gave him the ability to exercise that creative freedom. That's something that he would not have done before, because, I mean, obviously, when you look at the game, I'm going to have some footage in the background. If you look at the game, you can obviously tell it's not like a mainstream game. It's a smaller game, quirky game. You know, I would even say like a lower budget style game, even though they're acquired by Microsoft. You know, you could tell it's not like some graphically intensive game, and you could tell that it's not really a game that would more than likely appeal to a lot of people. It's a quirky game, essentially, in a nutshell. It's one of those quirky little games. And I think that Game Pass, and I've talked about this before, maybe not in one of these videos, but I think Game Pass, obviously, they have the potential to give developers that kind of freedom. To be able to make some of these quirky games because of, you know, the safety net, so on and so forth, and just the nature of Game Pass in itself, you know, having so many people available for these developers to put some of these smaller games into the service and reach a wider audience. And the reason why I think this is cool is because this is coming obviously from someone who likes playing some of these smaller quirky games. And it kind of sucks nowadays, especially with, you know, the direction that AAA gaming is going. You're kind of seeing a lot of these smaller games kind of diminish, and you see a lot of indie developers doing these style games. But when it comes to like the core AAA style games, higher budgets, you don't really see these type of games very often. And it makes sense because, like I said, they're smaller, they're niche, they don't really make a lot of money. But these are some of the most charming games that you could ever come across. And it's something that I enjoy personally. I've always enjoyed playing some of these smaller games that are a little bit more creative and a little bit different and unique. Now, I will go on record and I will say that Pentiment is not really the type of game that I personally like, but that's not really the point of the video. Because this video is not really about my personal preference. It's just the fact that these type of games are able to kind of like prosper in this kind of environment. And a lot of people don't give these type of games credit because they are small. But I think it's cool that there is an avenue for developers to kind of work on some of these, more, I know you hear this a lot, but these passion projects, and to be able to exercise some of their creative freedoms and things like that. And at the end of the day, honestly, I believe that's really what gaming is about anyway. I mean, I know a lot of people use gaming to, distractions and stuff like that, or, they give it to their kids or whatever the case is to shut them up or whatever. But at the end of the day, at the core of gaming, I mean, it's an art form, and it's cool to be able to see artists essentially work on things that their creations, I'll say it that way. They're able to work on their creations and have a net or a network of people who can partake of their product, whatever the case is. And to me, I think that's just really cool. And I would love to see more developers have the opportunity to create games that are more, creatively diverse and so on and so forth, right? But anyway, that's all I had to say today. It's a pretty short video. I don't have anything else to say on this particular topic. But if you like the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.